YouTube friends. Thanks for joining in tonight on this Sunday night. It is such a pleasure to be hanging out with you guys as always. You know the deal, man. There's so much going on over here. But tonight I wanted to raise the question, why are you worried, right? Why are so many people worried? Oh man, is it something that we can control? If it was, then we'd all be walking around in fear all the time, right? And as we all know, we should not walk around in fear, man. We gotta be grateful and happy, and just try to live life and plan out life as best as we can. Now, although we can make plans, it doesn't matter. We can have plans, and as most of you know, especially when it comes to taking vacations, man, how many times have you planned a vacation on a particular day? You got everybody in line as far as what their duties were going to be, as far as packing, what they needed in their bags, double checking their bags. All things go. I mean, you know the deal, going down the list. Okay, we got that, we did that, we did that, we did all these things. And then when you get to your destination, you realize you forgot some things, right? It never fails, right? We can plan, but that doesn't mean that it's going to all come to pass, correct? So we have to be thankful, and we have to live out each day and let today's worries be today's worries, correct? Because we can't worry about next month or anything like that, because we just don't know what's going to happen. And so we have to be grateful. We have to live in this moment and be cheerful. And most of all, if you've got a recording studio, man, get in there, grab your guitar, start recording, start having some fun with all the equipment and the investment that you made. And I'm constantly, my deal is battling between getting on and hanging out with you guys and doing videos and talking audio equipment, or firing this stuff up behind me like you see right here and recording and writing music. So for me, it's all fun, and I just try to enjoy the moment. And if I feel like I need to record a song or start writing a song, I'll do so. And I've been there, and I've been down that road once before, so it's no big deal whether I write a song tonight or we'll write a song next week. And so I just want to encourage each one of you guys out there that if you haven't been in the studio and you've been living in fear, or whatever your fears are, or they might be, just try to worry about today's worries, because them worries will be enough in themselves, right? And so if we worry about next week or what we're going to do down the road, a lot of times that can cause a lot of extra anxieties in us, and these anxieties start kicking in and start taking over, and then we lose our breath, we can't breathe, we start living in fear. And we can't live in fear, man. We gotta know that we gotta just not live in fear, and know that as long as we continue to do what we love, and also reach out to other people who are in need, it's always a great thing, and it always helps encourage us to be stronger about what we're doing. And I do want to say this before my mind tends to meander about different things, is if you feel like you're getting to where you're losing it, you're just, anxieties and all these stress things are starting to take over your mind. And because the mind is a powerful thing, and if you can't keep it in control, at bay, a lot of times it can take over, and these anxieties take over. And I've actually seen people actually start losing their breath, start panting, and just feel like they're just going to die because their anxieties have taken over so strongly, right? And so I just want to say this will help you guys out there, for those of you who are living in fear, those of you who do not understand the power that's been given to you in your God-given right. Okay, so we're not supposed to live in fear, but I want to let you guys know something that's really, really important, and it always helps me anytime I start to worry about money or different things and things don't go my way. I just want you to know, if you reach out to someone who is less fortunate than you, and actually do something nice. And a lot of times we live for self, and we should live selfless. And when we live selfless and do something for someone else, it tends to just make you feel great, and all those anxieties go away, because you realize at the end of the day, your problems aren't the only problems in the world. And there are many other people out there with much greater problems than you, right? And so that's a great thing that we can look at and do in our life to help other people, and at the same time we're helping ourselves, And so if you haven't tried that little trick out, I wouldn't say it's a trick, but if you haven't tried that recipe out, I suggest trying it and give it a shot. Go up to someone who is in need, or who seems to have more problems than you, and just ask if there's something that you could do, man, that would make their day, and if you can, then do it. Don't say, I'll do it next week. Do it right then, and trust me, it'll make them feel better. It'll make you feel better, and it's a win-win situation, man. I gotta laugh about those things, man, because sometimes we have to laugh at ourselves when we make mistakes and when we do good things too, because this way it'll always keep us in good spirit, man, and we can do the right thing and help other people, man, because that's what, at the end of the day, really, that's what it's all about. It's not about us, it's about others, right? And so if we can take on that attitude, man, and I know it's hard. It is hard, especially when we're driving, right? There's always going to be somebody driving faster than you, and there's always going to be someone driving slower than you. So why are they the idiots? I gotta say that because I've caught myself before saying that, man, why are you driving 30 miles an hour down the highway? It's a 65-mile-an-hour zone, or whatever. But here's the thing, man, everybody's on a different path than you. Some of us are ahead of the others, some of us fall behind. But either way, we're all on a journey in life, and we all have to experience our rights and wrongs, and we all have to do it on our own. No one can tell us. The old saying, man, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink, man. And there's another good one I wanted to say with that, and and good cheer. We all have our wrong, and none of us are perfect, right? None of us are perfect, and but I heard something the other day, and I got to thinking about different things. Beauty fades, but stupid is forever. Let's hope that isn't true, right? So we don't want to be stupid, but here's the thing. We may not be the smartest or the sharpest tool in the shed, but there are others that are out there who are less fortunate than us, right? So all of us are on a journey, man, and we have to have mercy and show mercy for others, because I know at these times, man, when things are really, 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 really stressful, and we see no light at the end of the tunnel, it can all get us down, man. And coming from the audio master, I want you to know sometimes I can do some tracks, right? And in my mind, I have the way I want to hear this song, okay? Because it all plays out in my mind, and I can start out with just a simple chord progression. It could even be 3 chords, C, D, and G. It doesn't matter. But in my mind, I hear these melodies, and then I can write this beautiful song and play it. But when I go to put it in my DAW or put it on tape and start listening back to it, I'm not hearing what I want to hear. I want to hear it the way I hear it in my head. And if it doesn't play back or translate back to me in that way, it can be very, very frustrating. So the key is how am I going to make this translate back to my ears and others as I hear it? And so that's the journey, right? And so we're all on this journey as to the way we see things to be, the way we see life it should be. But here's the kicker, man. It doesn't always work out that way, It just doesn't always work out that way. And, I hear so many times people want to leave money behind and leave money and pass it on down to a certain friend, or pass it on down to maybe someone in the family or whatever, and harbor and save all this money at the end of the day to maybe take their vacation when they turn 65 and actually retire. And they do that, and they go their whole life, right? And they get to that moment where they're able to retire, and then they get sick or something happens that wasn't planned for, and then they never take a vacation. And so then they leave their money, who they think they were going to leave the money to, and then that person dies before them. So here's the thing, man. Enjoy your life. Enjoy what you have. Be grateful for everything and try to help others, man. And I say that sincerely only because I know it will help you, right? It's helped me, and just become a better person, right? And so if it can help you, I just want to throw it out there. And if you want to catch it, catch it. If you don't have to catch it. So anyway, it's been fun hanging out with you guys tonight. It is Sunday. Wow. Sunday. Here we are, guys, man. It's October the 10th, man. And this month is just flying by, right? And we got a lot of great things to be grateful for, even though things just don't look very good at all for us, right? A lot of things going on, man. Prices are going up. Gas is going up. Groceries are going up. Everything's going up. People are getting kicked out of their homes. People are looking across the street at the home that they did live in, and now they're homeless and looking at their home from across the street. And, there's so many things happening right now. And here's the thing, man. We're at a pivotal point, and there's going to be a lot of things that are going to happen. And we just have to trust and believe that we're all going to be okay, man. We're all going to be okay at the end of the day. And there's nothing to live in fear for, man. So just start living your life, enjoying. Tell your neighbor, hey, man, how you doing today? Ask how everybody's doing, and quit worrying about so much yourself. And when you start doing this, man, you're going to find yourself a lot happier, and the fear is going to go away. So I hope this helped you out tonight at the Audio Master Show. Look, I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. I'm done with subscribers. If you like talking audio and you like talking microphones and getting in depth on the capsules and some really cool things about recording gear and mixing tips and mastering tips, whatever you want to talk about, man, I've got about 30 years behind me as far as knowledge goes, but I still haven't learned it all. But here's the thing, man. I want to share it with you guys. And if this is something you guys are into, whether it's recording, writing, music, it doesn't matter. We can talk about it, man. And I want to start my show out as to the Audio Master Show. And I want to leave it open for you guys. In the comments down there, you can come in the comments section. Type anything that you'd like to know. Maybe it's a new piece of gear that you've been wanting to buy or whatever. Maybe a new microphone you've been looking at. Or maybe a DAW that you plan on starting up with. Type in the comments, man. Come hang out with me. You don't have to subscribe. Just come hang out with me, man. Hit the bell, and that way it'll notify you as to when I come on. And, man, let's just start something here, right? Let's just start talking about audio gear, recording, scales. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to talk about, we can talk. If it's music and it has anything to do with that. And some nights I just like to get on here like this, man, and encourage you guys to get in your studio, crank up everything in your studio and start recording, man. That's what you bought your stuff for. That's your love. And so a lot of times people buy things and there's regret and it just sits in there and they don't use it. I know, man. I've been down that road myself. There's a lot of equipment that I bought in the past. It was semi-pro stuff, and I just wish I'd have saved, $1,000 more dollars or $1,500 more dollars and bought the real deal, man. Here's the thing: when you buy the real deal, you buy once with no regrets, and you always ask what the other professionals are using, man. Don't just go buy an ad or some gimmick ad or a phone call or whatever on a sales pitch, man. Find out what the professionals are using in their studios as far as preamps, microphones, compressors, and how they're using those microphones on different instruments, where the placements are. Find out these things, man. And so if you have those kind of questions, I might be able to help you out, man. But anyway, we do appreciate you here at the Audio Master Show. I try to come on every night between 7 and 9 o'clock. That's Texas time. That's right, man. Texas time. The big T, where the place to be in this time of uncertainty, man. But I do want to say this. If this sounds like something that you're into, recording and gear and whatnot, you found the right channel, man. I do want to say that. We got some really cool stuff happening, and what I mean by this is we're going to always be talking about some cool stuff, right? And so if you have any questions, leave them down there in the comments. I did want to say this before I go. I was considering about switching over to Twitch and doing a channel there. I do have Audio Master reserved for me, so if I do decide to switch over, it may be something that I will be doing in the future. I did do a little research last night and was finding out that, man, like 93% people, Twitch is growing, man. It's huge. And if you like the live stream, it is the place to be. My phone is blowing up right now. I am getting messages. Thank you. I'll get back to you, man. I appreciate that. As always. So when you leave your messages, after a while, you can, I also have a Facebook group and Audio Master. You can go to groups, type in Audio Master. It'll bring you to my deal. And it's a place where musicians post their music. It's a place where engineers come and hang out, man. We get to talk audio gear. So if it's something you want to do on Facebook, man, look me up in group section on Facebook. I'll see that you're trying to come in, and then we can message each other on a personal level, man. And that's kind of really, really cool. So this is the Stellar vintage microphone, and I will be using this mic as with many other microphones, the Ribbon R44 AEA microphone, and some other really cool mics, the AKG 414. I'll probably be using one of those, and the AK47 by Telefunken. And so we got some cool music coming up as well. You do not want to miss out. So thank you so much for joining in at the Audio Master Show. We like to pump it up big over here, man. That's what we got going on. So until then, we will see you tomorrow